And we are ready. Hello everyone, welcome back to another day of Face Attorney. I know I'm not following well my schedule, but I don't have any control over my life, so there's that. But yeah, today we are going to the first day of course of chapter 2, where Henry Specky, where we supposedly are about to fight some fucking mean-ass prosecutor. And also fucking case is a mess in itself. Like, we know who the murderer is, but we have to find out how he got in, how he managed to get into a fucking Raven costume, how their fucking costume was seen flying. Like, it's a fucking mess. And because it's a fucking mess, we better get in on it as quickly as possible. So let's get right into it. Okay. Ah, fuck, I forgot to set up my thing on my phone. I'm very professional, I know. Come on, phone, move faster. There we go. Perfect. Okay. Yeah, finally popping around. Play this game with you. Yeah, Spec, you go avoid those spoilers or I'll fucking murder you. Okay, continue. April 18th, 9:15 AM. District Court. Defendant Lobby. Number 3. Alright, we were with fucking what was his last Temma? Yeah, Temma. Fucking scary ass motherfucker. What you think about Athena? You okay, Athena? You've been really antsy ever since we got here. I'm just excited. This is my first real court case after all. Yeah, real ball of excitement she is. I'm gonna lift the volume up a bit real quick. There we go. I know just what she needs. Ah yes, good old fucking Swords of Steel. Athena! Didn't you ever learn about indoor and outdoor voices? I'm just trying to show you the best way to relieve your pre-trial jitters. By scaring the hell out of me? No, I think that's shouting, I am fine, in a loud voice. Really relieves stress. God damn it, Apollo, I thought we went over this by the end of fucking Apollo Justice. It may lower your stress, but it raises everyone else's stress. Stop. It's part of my Cords of Steel voice workout, and I'm massive for every trial. I cannot believe I still do this bullshit. You want me to shout? Here? That's right, here. I go first and then you try. I'm Apollo of Justice and I'm fine. Alright, I'm Athena Sykes. And I'm fine. Huh. I think that actually worked. I just fucking giving confidence to yourself into submission. I thought it might help. Always works for me. Our friend of mine from junior high and I say it all the time. Wait, friend? What? Oh. I see, a proven remedy to calm this all. I like it. Hey, how about we finish off with a race around the courthouse? The point is to relieve stress, not get totally exhausted. Oh hey, Phoenix, good to see you here. What's with all the racket, you two? Mr. Wright. Just a little voice workout. Hey, what's with the suit? I'm looking fancy, aren't I? Yeah, that's not the point. Where's your fucking hobo suit? Oh, this? My man looking dapper as fuck. I was thinking about getting my attorney's badge back, that's all. Yeah, to be fair, the crime you were prosecuted for was proven to be false, so you might as well. That's all? That's huge news! But why now? I have a feeling I'll be needed in the courtroom again sometime soon. You and your investigations. What have you been up to, Phoenix? We can talk about that another time. Not fair. Inquiring minds want to know. Oh, wow. Oh hey, they made an actual 3D render of Hobo Phoenix. Or is that 2D Phoenix in better quality? I can't tell. I'm so used to him in his usual laid-back clothes. Fucking daddy had. Oh man. That just makes him look like $1 million. I mean, he is a fucking $1 million attorney with his like, he has never failed a fucking case except for the one time he was, you know, fucking convicted unfairly. By the way, have you heard about the prosecutor assigned to this case? Yeah, real piece of work. Yeah, he's serving time, but before that, he was a prosecutor. He also uses psychology? That's right, I've heard the rumors about how he was back before his conviction. Using the power of suggestion. Ah. So he uses suggestion, like he leads the mind into actually confessing, basically. Interesting. He could make even the most stalwart defendants confess. So instead of being like fucking all the other asshole prosecutors and just pressuring, he's just like doing all the mind tricks. Interesting. Psychology in the courtroom. Been hearing out about that lately. So he must be a pretty scary guy, considering he's a prison inmate and all. So they say. He also say he'll cut you down if you talk too much. Ah! I knew he was gonna be bad news. Hahaha. It's probably just hyperbole. At least I hope for your sake. God damn it, Phoenix. Wait, so is it true or not? Let's just say you should be concise and choose your words carefully. If you'd like to keep that head of yours attached to the rest of your body, that is. Yikes! We're toned down my curse of steel too. So you're ready? Maybe a good idea to check the court record again. True. Okay. We have the yokai scroll, we have the warding charm. Tenma, that was it. But yeah, we have the charm that Jinxie gave us. The Ninetales flower, which was Jinxie's favorite. Special edition talking about Tenma Taro. Mansion plans. The fox statue, which was covered in blood. And was supposedly what was used to hurt Mr. Tenma. The crime photo, which shows, yeah, he's been stabbed. He's been smacked. The mask that proves that the Alderman was the wrestler. The wrestler photo, I don't know how that would be useful. No, they pass each other. Alright. Yeah, Jinxie crossed with Temataro while she was walking around the halls. And the TV listings, which is probably about that fucking Ide. Also the profiles, Jinxie made the wrestler, Tenma, Rex, Athena, Phineas the fucking thief, Bobby Fulbright, this fucking nutjob of an inspector, this asshole, supposed to be in retirement, yeah sure. Right, Mr. Wright, but I'm fine! I'll be watching from the gallery, good luck. Thanks! Okay, let's do this. The odds of pulling this off are ridiculously low, but that's nothing new. It's basically our fucking bread and butter at this point. Believe your client, seek the truth, that's all we can do. Hang in there, Mayor Tenma. Here comes justice. Let's fucking go! Okay, 9:30, District Court, courtroom number 4. Court in session. Okay, let's see. Court is now in session for the trial of Damian Tenma. Apollo Justice, defense team leader, is ready, Your Honor. I know that big booming voice anywhere. I love how buddy fucking Judge is is with Apollo and Phoenix at this point. I didn't know that big booming voice anywhere. As cheap as ever, eh, Mr. Justice? But who is the young lady next to you? I'm Athena Sykes, Mr. Justice's junior partner and fresh out of law school. Well now, full of beans too, eh? Excellent. Makes an old man feel young again. Now for the prosecution. Where the fuck is he? It appears the prosecution is not ready yet. Never fear, for I... what the fuck was that voice? Never fear, for I shall explain. It's just a minor procedural complication, Your Honor. The prosecutor for this case is being escorted from prison as we speak. Why are we letting an inmate be a prosecutor? I don't fucking know. Prison? Oh yes, of course. I almost forgot that he's currently serving time. Here he comes.
Yup, Prosecutor Blackwill's an inmate.
Oh, that's his voice. Whoops. Ah. Yeah, that will get you the name Dark Samurai, I guess. Jesus fucking Christ. What's with this game and the flood imagery? You know, the other four...
even a convicted murderer still got a job to do and duties to perform.
You still got a fucking job to do. Okay, I'll keep in mind Fulbright's voice. You still got to do your job even if you're in prison. I can feel the edge flowing through me. The fucking pose. Oh boy. So yeah, the other four games weren't as fucking bloody as this one. Jesus Christ, like they're not holding back with the blood and violence. Who's that with his back to us over there? That's him? I'm sure of it. Prosecutor Blackquill.
Is the prosecution ready?
I would like to know your voice. He's got some presence, alright. Well, for now I'll just give him average edgy man voice until I actually hear his voice. Enough jabbering. Get on with it already. Oh, of course, forgive me. Why are all the people related to this case so scary? Very well, Prosecutor Blackwell. Your opening statement, if you please. He's still got the fucking handcuffs. That's amazing. You know, you'd think they would take his handcuffs off, considering that, you know, he's surrounded by fucking police forces. Oh, what's the matter? Fucking chase. That's actually a fucking awesome design. Must we continue to fritter away time like this? If it's alright, there in the indictment, an opening statement would be pointless. Nice music. Pointless, well. Just like the cat, or in this case the prosecutor, has the judge's tongue. But we need an opening statement as an overview of the case at hand. Well then, your boldness. It's so I feel like this guy is like, I'm already in jail, I might as well just go full in. Who cares? They're not going to punish me worse than this. Your boldness, if it's so very important, won't you do the honors? Who, me? There's a time for people who whine and fuss about how they need silly useless things, and then decide they no longer want them once it's theirs. A selfish old fool. This guy's just not pulling any fucking punches. Huh? Wait, was that the prosecutor's opening statement? Okay. I already like this guy. He's giving me very big... He's reminding me a lot of Godot, and that's always a good thing. Old daughters such as you are plague upon the young. I pity your poor grandchildren, or is it great-grandchildren? All these years I thought the opening statement was the prosecutor's job. But I suppose I could give it a try, by giving I changed the face. What? He actually fell for that? That must have been the power of suggestion Mr. Wright was talking about. Yeah, he basically did like a big round around. Like, first started talking about why it being a waste of time and then why he should do it, and then throwing shit at the judge instead of talking about his point. Man, this guy knows debating. Like, he just keeps burying his fucking arguments upon other arguments just so that people cannot counter him.
Definite statement, huh? I don't know what the fuck is wrong with my voice today. Oh, let's see here. The victim was Warner Rex QB, alderman of 19 Spell. And the defendant, Damian Tenma, mayor of Tenma Town, is accused of his murder.
And why, pray tell, was the mayor arrested?
His prints were on the murder weapon. Plus, he had a motive, the elimination of the biggest roadblock to the municipal merger. The caretaker and the secretary, other potential suspects, both have alibis. And his daughter, who was also in the vicinity at the time of the incident, has no motive.
So in a nutshell,
I have to say the charges against the defender are incontrovertible.
Bravo, your boldness. Your years of experience shine bright like your head. God, now he's talking. Now he's throwing fucking fucking shit at people like Clavier.
Oh, Flattery will get you reward.
He's playing Simon Says with the judge.
We're right along now. Let's hear from the first witness for today, Detective Fulbright.
Ah, fucking, now you have to remember what kind of voice. Okay.
Witness, please state your name and occupation.
I am... God fucking damn it, this guy. How was his voice in the cinematic? It was like... I am the detective assigned to this case, Bobby Fulbright. Oh, and I'll also be keeping tabs on old Blackwheel here. I think it was something like that, I'm not sure. It's kind of like a himbo, but with a bit more chutzpah. Like, oh, I'm going to fight for justice.
I also heard you will provide protection if it ever came to that.
I could fucking destroy this bitch in 5 seconds. Huh! It would seem that I have been sorely underestimated. Wait, who's protecting who from what? Still, I truly believe anyone can turn their life around. Fulbright, save your platitudes for funerals. Get on with your statement. That's the spirit. Justice was sweet and true. I see it in your eyes. There is hope for your rehabilitation and return to society. I will never give up on you. I love Fulbright so much. Prosecutor Blackwell doesn't seem to intimidate Detective Fulbright. He has too few brain cells to feel something as fear. You know what they say, ignorance is bliss. Ah, so that's why Detective Fulbright was assigned to Blackwell. He's so oblivious.
Now let's have your first statement, Detective Fulbright.
You got it! But first I'd like to say to the defense that justice will ultimately prevail. Okay, let's see. I love his pose. Alderman QB was murdered with a spear that had been on the wall. The fingerprints on the defendant Damian Tema were found in the murder weapon. At the time, Alderman QB was asleep from the drug he digested. Mayor Tema attacked his helpless victim, impaling him like a human shish kebab. But his sudden pain jolted the victim away and he robbed the statue and struck back. That is fucking moronic, but don't mind me. Alderman QB had been slipped some kind of sleeping inducing drug. That's right! The accused was scared because the Alderman was a former pro wrestler. So he slipped him a drug to make sure he'd be out cold and defenseless. Here's a autopsy report to prove it. Cause of death stabbed with a spear. Estimated death around 3:20. The victim had been in a drug-induced slumber.
The victim managed to attack his doctor by being impaled by a spear. That's almost superhuman. Is it even possible?
Well, he was a former pro wrestler after all. That doesn't explain anything, Fulbright. That spear was probably nothing more than a mosquito bite to him. That spear killed him, Fulbright.
Objection!
Not so fast, don't you try to brush it all off by saying the other one had been a pro wrestler? You don't really expect us to believe he could fight back after being skewered by a spear?
Ugh, never heard of the incredible feats of which man is capable of in appearance, have you? Like the samurai of yore, wrestlers can battle through intense pain. It sharpens their senses. I used to talk about it with a former wrestler I met in the clink. Are you from Yakuza or something? I don't know, it still sounds like a little far-fetched. Does it now? Then perhaps we should test the theory on you with the edge of my blade. Why do you have a fucking sword? I didn't sign up for this! Ah, this is... Oof. And so your life is spared, for now. Please let those suckers be made of titanium. I don't want to die. My investigations are as thorough as they are foolproof, or my name isn't Fulbright. I vow to resign immediately if I ever make a false arrest. Well, you have a short-lived career then. The Goose Prince were in the weapons, and he's one person without an alibi. Quite the decisive evidence, wouldn't you agree, your boldness? The defense stand is sounding guiltier by the minute. Yes, that's just leaning towards a guilty verdict. The trial's just barely begun. What's more, a curious rumor about the accused is making the rounds. They say he seeks to murder for the purpose of freeing Temataro from his imprisonment. To be told, I can think of no real reason to show interest in that backwards bird. Perhaps he's so completely naturally though seek to release an imaginary demon. Either way, he is raving mad and more than capable of murdering the other man. That Myers is a strange one, alright. I heard he went to a blood drive, but instead of donating, he tried to make a withdrawal. The fuck? He tried to make a withdrawal of blood. Order! There will be no gossiping in my court. Your boldness. Please take a gander at those charms plastered across his cranium. I hear they're meant to keep him safe from possession by the demon Temataro. Then again... perhaps he's already under the demon's spell. God damn it. This man is... like, again, I am 100% sure he doesn't actually believe this bullshit. He's just spinning it so that the judge is completely trapped in the flow of his argument. Behold! The lunatic appears poised to lance at you at any moment.
Hold it!
Neighbors are quirks of Mayor Tema have no relevance to this case. Besides, those charms on his head... They're just a fashion statement, I think.
Huh. Come to think of it, such things don't seem relevant to the case, do they?
Thank you for breaking the flow, Athena. The prosecution will refrain from dragging our client's reputation through the mud.
Oh, what a dreadfully fearsome lass we have here.
Phew, thanks for that lifeline, Athena. Careful of Follow, he has a giant dancing in the palm of his hand. Power of suggestion is one of the more powerful tools in Simon Blackwell's arsenal. He's trying to manipulate everyone's impressions to suit his objectives. This guy really is bad news.
In any case, it seems the victim did manage to defend himself despite being impaled. What sort of weapon did he use against his attacker?
None other than this statue right here.
It appears to be a statue of two strange creatures locked in battle.
Two yokai to be exact. On one side is the nine-tailed fox, and on the other, Temataro. Quite interesting if you think about it. It's as though this very case were rendered in art. The mayor's role, but no prince, could be. Okay.
Mr. Yassi, you will proceed with your cross-examination.
Oh boy, this is an interesting one. About the murder. And Mercury was murdered that had been on the wall. So those weapons on the wall... Okay, so those weapons on the wall of the Fox Chamber, I presume those are real? Don't you think the real weapons around like that is rather dangerous?
No matter what he collected, the other one insisted it would be the real deal.
For instance, he had a real demon's club in his possession. Apparently one of his ancestors claimed the other after defeating a demon in battle. What? That's got to be an old wives' tale. The older man had pure and adulterated justice flowing in his veins. Whatever he did it right. We've lost the real champion of justice in his death. Nothing but claptrap and balderdash if you ask me. Now stop your bleating and tell us about the weapon.
Your wish is my command.
Fingerprints of the defendant Damien Tema were found in the murder weapon.
Hold it!
This makes sense if you think about it. Prints could be easily wiped off. Oh, you have a point there. I venture to say he did not wipe off the prints because he could not. What do you mean? Looks like he wants you to figure it out. Don't just stand there. Show him who's boss. I'm totally lost. So did you tell me the answer already? What the fuck is that mimicry? I don't think he saw that plea for help. You feeling alright, kid? Running a fever, perhaps? I start asking me with a reset button.
Well, the specifics may yet come to light. Please proceed as the Fulbright.
And I was asleep.
Hold it!
Come to think of it, a coffee cup was found on the floor. Was a sedative in his coffee? Bingo! We found traces of a sleeping agent all over the inside of the cup. And that is why he was out cold. That is until he left off to his feet upon being impaled by the mayor. What an awful way to wake up. A rather stimulating eye-opener if you ask me. I too would have risen to the attack for to die in battle. It's a samurai way. Paradise awaits the following heroes, but a hole in his stomach would have made eating a challenge. Prosecute the Black Wheel, prosecute the Black Wheel, please. Those morbid jokes of yours have no place in this court. Says the jester in detective guise. Moving right along. Mayor the attacked his helpless victim, killing him like a human shish kebab.
Hold it!
So the elder man was drugged because he was really strong. You see those rock hard muscles of his? I'm surprised his spirit managed to pierce that thumb more like musculature. Admit, I'm completely jealous of that righteous body of his. Ha ha ha! Well, he did look pretty buff, but even in that suit he had on. Quite a difference when compared with a yellow berry like you. Yellow berry? Who even says that anymore? Yeah, and the colors are wrong too. Oh, I know, how a squishy red tomato. I want to strike both of your comments from the record.
Seriousness character is not the issue here. Now let's get back to what happens after the far more muscular Arderman was impaled.
Yes, well, your average person would likely have died on the spot. But the sudden pain jolted the victim awake and grabbed the statue and struck back.
Hold it!
Would he really have attacked the attacker after being impaled with a huge spear? Absolutely, after all, he was once a pro wrestler. The injustice of being drugged and the spear was answered with a righteous counterattack. Does being a farmer pro wrestler make him superhuman? Absolutely, after all, he was one of the good guys, like a superhero on this side of justice. I appreciate your enthusiasm for Bright, but no. Even though he was retired, he could still don his superhero guise in case of need.
Objection!
You need to lay off the comic books, detective. We're talking real life here. Setting aside half-wit flights of fancy, the fact is this. The court ordered post-mortem concluded the victim's moved after his skewing. So he found the strength somehow to attack his attacker, huh? Did he Fulbright testimony sounds alright? Airtight? No, he's so confident. No, he only thinks it's airtight. It's up to us to poke holes in it. The more the older man fighting back sounds like a big hole waiting to be poked. Whew. Hi, Spec. Give me a second, I need a drink. Okay, let me look at the... No prints. Okay. I'm guessing it's the statue then, because it has no fingerprints. Yeah, I think it's going to be the statue because it doesn't have any... Objection! Ah, man. Objection! Man! Why isn't it working? Objection!
Objection!
Ah, there we go. Did the other man really strike the mayor? What? Are you questioning my sense of justice? Your so-called justice needs to find itself a pair of legs to stand on. Ooh, sick burn. You claim the Underman struck back after the mayor put a spear through him? But the study he supposedly used to defend himself creates a major hole in your theory.
Would appear the defense as a counter-argument. Very well, let's hear what the defense thinks is all about the detective statue theory.
There are no fingerprints on this supposedly crucial piece of evidence. And if you look at the crime scene photo, you notice that the Alderman isn't wearing gloves.
Yes, I believe he is quite gloveless, indeed.
If you touched the statue with his bare hands, you should have left some fingerprints. Detective Fulbright, you did take that into account during your investigation, didn't you? Ah! This can't be happening! Did I arrest the wrong man? You did, Apollo. You know, Detective Fulbright of his high horse. Well, it's just 1 point in our favor. Who do you suppose clouded the mayor if it wasn't the Alderman? Well, it wasn't the Alderman. That means someone else must have clouded the mayor. Even there was a third party there with the Fox Chamber. Exactly! This could be a big break we've been looking for.
There seems to be a hole in the prosecution's argument. Prosecutor Blackquill, would you care to respond to the defense assertion?
The least you could do is look at me while being dismissive. Your mind is as dull as an unhorned blade, Justice Dono. Justice Dono? He's been watching too many samurai flicks. It will take far more than that to cut down Simon... Simon? Yeah, Simon Blackquill. Simon or Simon? I don't know. A whelp such as you has no hope against my superior swordmanship. It's a trial, not a sword fight, Prosecutor Blackquill. There's a perfectly good explanation for the lack of prints on the statue. You may recall the blood-stained cloth found at the scene of the crime. It just so happens that the blood was the mayor's. So, what did you get in at? Hold your mind, boy. Why was there blood on that cloth? So read and you shall see that hole that you thought you found is but an illusion. Now let's see. How was that cloth used? Was it used... Maybe the other man brought the statue in the cloth. You sure he wasn't touching the statue directly when he used it to strike back at the mayor? Ah! Precisely. Bully for you, boy. Ah, it was nothing. Apollo, don't let him start manipulating you two. You just close the hole in the for the prosecution. I did? I did! Fucking... Right, the statue of European cloth was leaving no fingerprints. It's as plain as day. But it also proves there are no holes in the theory of the other man striking back. Oops! Ah! Fox T1 statue. The weapon used to bludgeon the mayor wrapped in a large cloth. Now do you see how tall your mind is? I think let me check. Wait. No fingerprints could be lifted from the cloth. And make sure to sharpen it next time. A particularly frightening inmate once told me that. He always tenderly honed his blades before he went to work, like the samurai of yore.
Samurai sounds more like a homicidal maniac to me.
Actually, he was working in the prison kitchen at the time. Wait, so the man was a murdering samurai prison chef?
It would seem that the victim and his killer were the only ones there after all.
I was kinda attached to that hole. Now what? I will just think of something. They didn't find anyone's fingerprints on the statue. Who's to say someone other than the other one didn't hit the mayor with it? When I think of that, anybody could have not left prints on it. Oh, and who, pray tell, struck the mayor with the statue? Please, illuminate us with your wisdom, young lady. There's only one answer. The real killer. Prove the existence of this real killer then. What evidence have you? Oh, I'll give you evidence, alright? Athena, are you sure about this? What are your words, Apollo? I'm fine. Take a look at this. Black feathers and tracks allegedly from a yokai were found at the scene. But if they are from the third party who struck the mayor with a statue.
Is the defense actually suggesting some sort of monster killed the other man?
That's exactly what I'm suggesting.
Objection!
Nothing, it just lost what little credibility we had left. Ah! What? Sorry, guess I got carried away. Why would you do that? I thought you had a plan.
Mr. Justice, with no time to deal with objections between members of the defense.
Sorry, Your Honor. It's just this kid still, well, a kid. Ouch. You mean I'm reporting this to Mr. Wright?
So, is this court to believe the feathers and tracks are from a yokai, as you put it?
No, Your Honor. I believe they are a fabrication. The real killer wants us to believe some sort of monster murdered the other man.
Interesting. And why do you suppose the killer would do that?
Why indeed?
Mr. Justice, you seem as new to this as your partner is.
Ouch. I'm not reporting to Mr. Wright. Hoy, Fulbright. Hoy? Whatever. Hoy, Fulbright. Explain to his boldness what these brats are missing. You know, the who and why behind those feathers and tracks. What? You mean you can explain all that? Ah ha ha! Our investigative prowess is without equal. I'm starting to think I chose the wrong profession.
Well, let's hear about these so-called yokai feathers and tracks.
Witness testimony. Feather and tracks. This entire case centers on one man's attempt to crush opposition to the municipal merger. Mayor Tema panicked when the amazing night was involved in the protester, so he stoked the villagers' fears by fabricating a monster. Strange feathers and tracks implanted made it look like a yokai was the killer. Those feathers and tracks stoked the villagers' fear. Absolutely, he knew exactly how to prey on their superstitious minds. Those feathers only gave way to the idea that the elder man was slain by a demon. The accursed demon Temmataro, that is.
Temahu?
Temaha. Temmataro, the legendary demon locked away in the village's forbidden chamber. From a young age, the villagers are taught to fear the great black feather demon, and thus were they blinded to other, more plausible explanations. Hold on for a second, before we start letting our imaginations run wild. Isn't there someone else that could be considered a suspect?
Sir Justice, please explain yourself.
On the day of the incident, there was a special event held at QB Manor. And as part of this event, there was someone dressed in the likeness of Temmataro. Obviously, this person is a much more likely suspect than a legendary demon.
Objection!
Oh. Okay, pretty normal boys. Dollard, you're playing right into the killer's mind games. What? Listen here. The feathers and tracks were merely red herring. The villagers believed the murder to be a work for real Temmataro. However, the police believe that the person in Temmataro's suit is the killer. Ah! The defendant sought to solve this confusion in order to deflect blame away from himself. Again, he was knocked out after the stabbing. How do you explain that? Or he was knocked unconscious by the older man. Thus, our mentally deficient mayor was caught red-handed at the scene of the crime.
Objection!
Do you honestly believe Mayor Tema would do something so stupid?
Objection!
The evidence speaks for itself, Fulbright. Right. Right. It was the mayor's last-ditch effort to stop the position before things got crazy. The 1990s was fueling both the yokai craze and the anti-merger movement. Plus, he's one of the better-known mass wrestlers and the hometown favorite. That's why the mayor panicked and set out on the path of injustice.
Do the people of 90s really believe that yokai is behind the crime?
Yokai sightings are already event there, so don't be surprised if they did.
I must say, a crime that preys upon the innocent impressionable minds.
Just so, a particularly silver-tongued inmate that once the following words for me. The innocent of the heart are the easiest prey.
You don't say, was this inmate a con artist?
No. He was framed for the murder of his beloved. I actually felt sorry for the poor chap. Wait, so he wasn't the predator but rather the prey?
Yes, well. Now then, the defense may proceed with their cross-examination.
Okay, let's see.
Hold it!
Detective Fulbright. Ah, God. My voices. Detective Fulbright, is the anti-merger movement really that strong? Oh, absolutely! The parade around the yokai costume shutting down with Mayor Tenma. I just the other day they stormed Tenma City Hall, claiming it was a den of vipers. Huh. But then the ghost showed his face. The angry mob scattered like leaves upon the autumn wind. Where you see, lowly yokai are no match for Tenma Taro, the dark lord of their kind. Wait, are the villagers scared of Mayor Tenma or Tenma Taro? I'm confused. I think he means Mayor Tenma. It's easy to get the wrong impression of the guy. Poor Mayor, he's such a sweet guy.
Detective Fulbright, why do you suppose the defendant would commit such an act?
Mayor Tenma, panic buen día. Protestors. The Amazing Ninetales, no one knows his true identity, right? Except for me. That's right. And he was a lone wolf, or in other words, he didn't belong to a wrestling federation. He appeared like a shooting star, defeating one town versus after another. Before anyone knew it, he was a champion. Like the samurai of yore, surrounded thick with enemies, he cut them down one by one. It was a complete and utter loss of face for Tenma Town Pro Wrestling. It was amazing! If ever there was a real superhero, it would be him. I dream of becoming a true champion of justice like him someday. I bet Detective Fulbright would be a great pro wrestler. You could even team up with Prosecutor Blackwell. Are this detective and a prisoner in chains? You know, I think people would actually pay for it to see that. I know I would. Yeah, I would too. That actually sounds like a fucking amazing combo. Just make a Yakuza game of these two. Ah ha ha, so you do understand the greatness that is the Amazing Ninetales. Villagers by fabricating a monster. Did the murder of one yokai evidence really stoke the villagers' fears? Absolutely, had an immediate effect. The presumed return of the Tenma Taro had them shaking in their boots.
Oh my, is it really that bad?
A superstitious lot is if Jack the Ripper had been set loose in the village. The mere thought of that demon lurking about is enough to spark a massive exodus.
I see, that's a very persuasive argument.
The mere thought of his honor buying into Simon the Psycho Slasher's words makes me want to spark my own exodus out of the courtroom right about now. So you see, there can be only one reason why anyone would plant those feathers and tracks. The strange feathers and tracks planted made it look like a yokai was the killer. It doesn't add up. If what you say is true, why top it off with murder? What do you mean? You claim that our client planted the yokai evidence to stoke the villagers' fears. So they why not stop there? Why would another man QB?
Excellent point.
It is, isn't it? So your honor agrees there was no reason for the murder, correct?
Objection!
Perhaps the killing was spur of the moment. You're saying it was premeditated? From the outside, you had no intention of paying heed to any of your babble. Or the fact is, you made a startling discovery. Startling discovery? Why don't I like the sound of that? Elderman Q's secret identity. Apollo, I think Prosecutor Blackwell has figured out the Elderman's secret identity. And if he has, why would it be a motive for the mayor to commit murder? This is not good. The batch of 4 was discovered at the crime. This batch of 4 was discovered at the crime scene. It's from the mask worn by the Amazing Ninetales. But we can conclude that this mask was at the crime scene.
Oh my, what would we have been there?
How this man has better should be the detective, not the fucking detective. The victim was a former pro wrestler and a member of the anti-merger movement. Need I say more?
Well, could it really be?
Huh. Your wellness has an epiphany, I see. Our victim, Rex Kiwi, was the missing Ninetales, and the mayor's discovery of such was his motive for murder. No! Fuck! Shit! Ah! I'm fucked. Damn it.
Order! Order! What a shocking development! I want it clearer than crystal clear.
What do we know now, Apollo? I didn't think they tied the other man's secret identity to the mayor's motive for murder. Alas, we've reached my real point. Why did the other man have to forge a secret identity? Does it not plague your interest, your wellness?
Admit it does. It is odd that they had to create this other persona.
Just to secretly participate in the anti-merger movement. Very astute of you, your wellness. Right, now take a look at this. Blackmail that if you value your dearest life, you will merge Ninetales with Temata. Do not let anyone know about this thread if you do consider. Ah, so that's and Temata and Mayor Tema was blackmailed himself.
This blackmail letter was found in Alderman Cube's pocket.
What? At present, the Alderman's wife is in the hospital, and the letter is clear evidence that Mayor was blackmailing him by threatening her life. Wait, didn't the blackmail letter sent to Mayor Tema go missing? Right, after the Alderman's murder. You think maybe the killer took the letter from the Mayor after her murder and planted it into the Alderman's pocket? It's possible, but we don't have any proof that that's what happened. I have been up the creek without a paddle. Oops. That's a problem. I wish we could have claimed that our client was blackmailed earlier. Mayor Tema would have been a clean getaway if he'd just left after planning the yokai things. But he was knocked out cold by his sudden decision to kill the missing Ninetales.
So it was the missing Ninetales counterattack that brought the entire crime to light.
Wait a second. Alvarez claiming that Mayor killed the Alderman after planting the yokai evidence, and that the Mayor was knocked out cold immediately after that? Detective Fulbright, please add your previous statement to your testimony.
Hold it!
So let me get this straight. You believe the Mayor planted the yokai evidence before the murder, not after? Absolutely, and then he was knocked out cold by the Alderman last punch. Wouldn't have had a chance to plant the evidence after that. Something's not right here, because there are bloody footprints. I believe a stiff, humorless man like the Mayor could be behind such a stand. Ah, you have to do something, Apollo, before they pin it all on the Mayor. Then we're going to need to prove that Mayor Tema didn't plant that yokai stuff. How are you supposed to do that? Easy. Blood footprints.
Objection!
I forgot to use the voice. Oh well. Detective Fulbright, your sense of justice is anything but fair. Who was this? You dare question my justice again? Yes, and I'm going to prove it to you. Look at this photograph!
This is a crime scene photo. And just what does this prove?
It proves when the feathers and tracks were planted. But I already told you they were planted before the murder. The defendant planted the yokai evidence then was knocked out while killing his victim. But that would be impossible. If you look right here, it's clear when the feather and tracks were left at the scene.
Take that!
Aren't you just pointing to the yokai feathers and tracks, Mr. Justice?
Yes. See how the feathers are on top of the blood and the tracks were made in blood. In other words, the yokai evidence could only resulted after the murder. And the Mayor must have planted the evidence after killing the Underman. But you said it yourself. The Mayor had been knocked unconscious thereafter. There would have been no time for him to plant any evidence at all. Therefore, there must have been someone else besides the Mayor and the Alderman at the crime scene. Ah! There must be some mistake!
Order! Order!
Where is your evidence? You can't possibly have any, can you? Ha ha ha! Evidence? Oh, I have evidence. In fact, I have an eyewitness's testimony for you. You do? But how? He's pouting! Was my supposed sense of justice really just half-baked? He's taking this really hard.
Mr. Justice, what is this testimony regarding a third body you claim to have?
I have it right here, Your Honor. It's the sworn testimony of Mr. Tenma's daughter. Witness Jinxie Tenma saw a yokai in the hallway after stumbling upon the scene. There's the demon Tenma Taro. He's the source of those feathers and tracks. Lamau. Will somebody please say something?
The defense will explain to the court exactly what he means.
You dare mock me, this court of justice itself? You're not fit to bear your name, boy. Your boldness. It appears our defense attorney here is delirious from exhaustion.
Hold it!
Apollo, think of something quick before you're held in contempt of court. What do you think I'm trying to do? Before you decide whether I should step down, please. Hear me out.
Very well, Mr. Justice, I'm all ears, but you had better explain yourself well. What was this yokai you were talking about?
It's all in this statement here. Jinxie Tenma serves as the Shisho Tenma Taro. So she discovered the crime scene and called the police. She came around the corner in the hall. It was around here. As she saw Tenma Taro fleeing towards the foyer. The defense asserts that whoever was impersonating this monster is the one who left those feathers and tracks behind, intentionally or otherwise.
What?
How incredibly unjust! Why haven't I heard about this before? I just proved there was someone else. So am I the killer? Was it all set up? Prosecutor is a convicted felon after all. Apollo, the momentum is shifting in our favor. Good, now let's keep it that way.
Objection!
Oh boy, those letters are the special animation. Little do you realize that though you are in the midst of a fray, your sword is broken. My sword? I didn't know I had one to break. Yeah, it's your antenna. Are you implying there's a problem with my claim? Consider this. If that yoga impersonator had indeed fled towards the foyer, that fool and that fob would have seen him. Fool and fob? Oh, you mean Fields and Lapel. Now that you mention it. But Phineas Fields and Florence Lapel were in the foyer at the time. But they hadn't stated that they saw a yokai, have they? Did you ever consider that yokai was but a figment of scared little girl's imagination? Ah, why didn't those two see the Tenma impersonator pass by? Because they are actually in on it. And we asked them ourselves. I was just about to say that myself. No, really, I was. The defense would like to call Mr. Phineas Fields, caretaker of Kiwi Mansion, to the stand. Just know he must have seen something.
I suppose we can't ignore the fact that the little girl believes she saw a monster. Trust you have no objections to Mr. Justice request, Prosecutor Blackwell? I understand that Mr. Fields is enjoying a nap out in the lobby.
I knew that Tanuki was a rare fan. Well, we captured him. I didn't think he'd end up a witness. Do with him as you will. Did he just say captured? No, wait. I don't want to know. Did he try to steal from him?
Very well then, bailiff. Please go away, Mr. Fields, and escort him to the witness stand. Will the witness state his name and occupation, please?
The name is Fields, Phineas Fields, caretaker of Kiwi Manor. Oh, and this is for you, your lordship. This is something I thought you might like.
Oh my, what a fabulous pair of shoes. And your honor will do just fine, Mr. Fields.
Ah, it's those shoes again. Don't they belong to Detective Fulbright? Don't tell me Phil stole them again. They're all yours, your honorship, sir.
What, but they seem awfully expensive.
Yep, too expensive for me, but I reckon they'd be perfect for someone like your ownership.
It's a kind gesture, but legal ethics dictate I can accept such gifts.
Aw, ethics, ethics, just take them if you want them. Polish them up very nice for you too.
I'm sorry about the shoes, Mr. Fields. I will accept your testimony. The court would like to hear whether you saw the Mataro in the foyer after the murder.
Guarded in the foyer. At the time of the murder, I was guarded in the foyer, just like Mr. Curious asked. I was making sure no one, fair, foul, fishy, or otherwise would get to our guest. I was still in my office giving a good watch when the murder happened after 3 PM. I didn't see nothing of the ordinary, no Siri. The joke you keep jabbering on about was but a phantom of a little girl's dreams. So you're telling me this court you never saw anyone dressed up like Temataro? Yep, was guarding the whole time. That's the truth, the only truth, and nothing but the truth. And Temataro? But you don't really believe in all that yokai mambo jumbo, do ya? I certainly don't. Ah, you liar. My bracelet. It's... So this is the matter, Apollo? My bracelet keeps squeezing my arm. Really? So you think Mr. Tanuki, Fails has been lying to us? I'll read it out. Now, if I could just zero in on a tell, some sort of nervous habit. Ah! What the? What's the hawk doing here? Allow me to introduce my trusty cohort, Taka. He seems to have taken a quite a liking to the courthouse, made it his new home, in fact. He just lives in the courthouse. He doesn't live with you, you know, in jail. Who's our head of courthouse bird? Taka simply loathes trickery and fraud. That queer power of yours seems to have offended my dear bosom Blosser. Is there some sort of trick or... Ah! I'll be able to spot a squad like this. Oh, what's the guy going around here? Run for the hills. Open source animals are all in the courtroom. So somebody help. Oh, he's really having a bit of sport. He won't harm you, except when truly famished. In that case, Prosecutor Blackwell, you will ensure your fellow friend is properly fed. Looks like we have to do this the old-fashioned way. Oh, we'll be fine, I think. If there was someone dressed as Temataro there, Fields should have seen him. Just have to pull out fairly Jixie's statement for now. God damn it, I wanted to do the bracelet minigame, it's always so fun. So Justice, please proceed with your cross-examination. Okay, at the time of the murder, I was on guard duty. Sir Fields, why did the old man Kiwi have you handle guard duty? Because he trusts me, I am the minor caretaker after all. So you took said guard duty seriously? Let me tell you something about me, I'm... Yipes! Listen here, you little Tanuki, get straight to the point and be quick about it. The court wishes to hear what you did or didn't see in the foyer and not else. Yes, of course, sir. Right away, sir. That quest got him completely under his thumb. Like I said, I was guarding the foyer entrance that day. So, fair foul fishy otherwise could get to our guest. So no one could get to him. Sounds like security was pretty tight. That's cause there's always lots of sneaks and thieves around festival time. And the solution was to entrust the minor security to a thief? That's not even funny. It's a matter of stopping thieves by hiring one, after all, it takes one to know one. I don't know, it seems more like deleting the folks guard the hen house to me. So the witness testifies that he took his guard duty seriously? Yes, sir, your honorship, sir. I was sitting in my office giving a good watch when the murder happened after 3 PM.
Hold it!
You really keep an eye on the foyer the entire time? Poor old Filthy. Been working hard my whole life. Only to be smeared by some greenhorn in his fancy suit and its silly haircut. Ah, sorry, Mr. Blackwell, sir. Didn't mean to get off something there. Jeez, Blackwell didn't even say anything. To answer your questions, yes, Captain I know both of them, in fact, at the foyer. Which we know it's a fucking lie. I didn't see nothing out the ordinary, no, sorry. Could you describe to the court who you would consider fishy looking? So what all things then she's like, you know, like they're about to say something. He just described himself. How did Mr. Fields didn't see Temataro? Maybe Jinxie only thinks he saw Temataro, or maybe Mr. Fields is lying. If he's lying, we won't be able to spot a contradiction in his testimony. Huzzah! Not press. Fuck. Here we go, TV listing.
Objection!
Don't lay to the court like that, Mr. Fields. Hey, is they try to walk a fair like that? Unfortunately for you, you are maidenless. I have evidence that proves you're lying. If you look at this TV listing here, you'll see that at the time of the crime, there was a pro wrestling match scheduled, something you'd never miss. Ah! Hey, what's that one? Oh, sorry, I was doing my job just like I was supposed to. Sky doesn't know when to give up. Mr. Fields, someone even circled the match. It was you, right? Hey, yipes! Not only that, you even told me you watched it. You said, and I quote, "It was a complete disaster." Yeah. So, do you mean to slacking off? You can't trick me if you're a really poor lawyer talk. I'm one of the professional types, you. I can do double duty, watching TV and the fire at the same time. The only thing Fields can claim to be a professional of is professional thief.
Mr. Justice, you will have this court believe the witness was slacking off.
That's correct. He claims to have been watching TV at the foyer at the same time. But that's nothing but a bald-faced lie.
All you say, but I'm not the one who's lying. Perhaps you mean the witness, Mr. Justice? In that case, let's see what evidence you can offer. You, Mr. Finch, is lying about watching TV at the foyer simultaneously. Now prove it.
Take that! Please take a look at the direction of the TV is facing the diagram. Now, unless Mr. Fitch has eyes where his right ear should be, I think it would be impossible to watch the foyer entrance and the TV at the same time.
Well, yes, someone watching TV there couldn't possibly see the entrance.
Exactly, and that means, Mr. Fields, you were slacking off and were not watching the foyer as you claim. Yipes! The back's out of the cat! I mean, other way around.
Order, order, order. Mr. Justice, is Mr. Filch's less than stellar work ethic relevant to the case?
It's very relevant because while he was slacking off watching TV, there really could have been a Temperature impersonator in the foyer.
Objection!
What now? Granted, this Tanuki was laxing his duties, but he still had the foyer entrance covered. What are you talking about? This. I'm not a mind reader. Ah! Auditory sense. His eyes may have been slacking off, but his ears were still hard at work, right, Tanuki? They were? I mean, yes, they were. But you already admitted to slacking off. Now you say you weren't? My eyes may be lazy, but the ears ain't. I wouldn't hear anyone in the foyer. You see, the foyer floor and stairway get all creaky squeaky when someone walks on them. Creak, creak, creak. Loud enough to wake the dead, I reckon. So you're saying you didn't hear anybody walk by? Yep, my ears are working full time, so who's the liar now, you no good shyster? I don't think calling me a shyster. This has to be the low point of my fledgling career. But hey to you, Mr. Blackwood, sir, you really are something else. Eh? I mean, you don't miss a thing. And then bags under your eyes, they're darker than mine. Fair warning, Mr. Fields. Taka is particularly fond of Tanuki. So you lie to this court again. You may suddenly find yourself on the menu. Yes! Please don't leave me, Mr. Taka, sir.
The witness will sense for testify truthfully under penalty of painful burn attacks.
We don't mind the court request that the witness revise his testimony accordingly. Years working overtime. Mr. was watching a pro wrestling match on the office TV. My ears might have been slacking off my players. They were working overtime. Before there's all creaky squeaky like no way I would have been someone like walking by. So you see there were no matter in the foyer. Superstition is the religion of feeble minds. Understand? A simple rational explanation is best. Forget yokai demons and such. We must use common sense for lacking that. Our entire world will be upside down. Says the comic prosecutor who's totally a sign of the end times for the legal world. And besides, if there were any yokai roaming around, I'll have it and send it to the zoo. I wonder whether Jinxie was just seeing things. It seems to be general consensus by sticking to my guns. When we can't prove you saw them at the mayor's sure to be convicted. Then we'd better hope my guns fire bullets, not BBs.
The defense may cross-examine the witness.
Hold it!
You are paid for your work, aren't you? So how do you justify watching TV on the job? But... yeah, it's even me. I mean, I can't watch TV when we have visitors and there's no way to record stuff. Sorry, am I supposed to be consoling you over your first world problems? If those are his only problems, he should consider himself lucky. I guess pro wrestling is serious business to Mr. Pelch. Ah. Mice might have been sucking off my ears. They are working overtime.
Hold it!
You lied earlier about taking your guard seriously, didn't you? That ain't no harm in bending the truth a little, right? Listen to me, you little tanuki. Lie again and Taka shall feast upon that forked tongue of yours. Yipes! I'm so sorry, just let me keep my tongue. At least leave it until we get the truth out of him in any case. You were neglecting your duties, were you not? Yes, sir, I was, sir, but I didn't like that. The floor is all creaky squeaky like no way we'll miss anyone walking by. So you have pretty good ears, Mr. Fields? As good as they come, I'd say. Ain't nothing to hear creaky for. Plus, the Temataro makes a sound when he goes by. It's like a jingle jangle. Jingle jangle? How does he do that? The stuff is. That's what jingle jangles. What's he talking about, Apollo? Beats me, but I guess Temataro has a stuff that makes noise. I think of it. Didn't Jixie make something like that too? Since he saw Temataro holding a stuff like object that made a jangly sound. Is that the source of the noise then?
Well, Mr. Justice,
Fitz says Temataro jingle jangles.
would you consider that by the information?
Very important. Extremely vital. I request that it be added to his testimony. Would I use this or the testimony? Let me check. Okay, no, this is just... okay. I think... yeah, it's going to be this. Objection!
Objection!
Temataro stuff would make a jangly sound, you say? Well, I'm going to say that your story doesn't add up.
Is there something the defense would like to share with the court?
Mr. Fields, you said you didn't see Temataro on the day of the incident. Let me check something real quick. Okay, everything is fine. Why then? Why did you assume just now that Temataro would be holding a staff? Huh? You see, the Temataro Jinxie saw had a staff in his hands. As he described it, sounds like you just did, as a kind of jangly sound. Yeah, so he was holding a staff. What's your point?
Objection!
The point is that Temataro doesn't use a staff, not normally. What are you talking about? You see, this is the only known document depicting Temataro. Is there a staff in that picture, Mr. Fields?
You're right, there's no staff, not even a cane or a walking stick.
Ah!
So the question is, why does the witness think Temataro uses a staff?
I believe the answer will overturn this prosecution's case on the most basic level. Well now, this is getting interesting.
Alright, Mr. Justice, it's time to show the court where you're going with this. Please tell the court why Mr. Fields believes Temataro carries a staff.
Mr. Fields Oxley saw Temataro right after the crime in court. That's the only way he could possibly know about the staff. Busted again!
Oh, bloody!
Ha! Bloody hell, you duplicitous little... I love how he actually gets fucking slashed. That's amazing. That's an actual amazing counter. Like animation. Yes, how'd that feel, Blackwell? Not so fun when you are on the receiving end of the blade, is it? Admit it, Mr. Fields. You didn't see Temataro that day, didn't you? Well... I'm begging ya, please don't make me say it. But clearly you did see Temataro. Stop stalling and testify to that fact. No can do, no way, no how. You ain't got no idea how terrifyingly he can be. He? Mr. Fitz still won't admit seeing Temataro, even though everyone already knows he did. The question now is why. Mr. Fitz is scared to death, so he can admit the truth. Come to think of it. They say that you must not gaze upon Temataro, but in the event that you do, look. And then tell anyone what you saw, Temataro will claim your soul. Nixie wouldn't admit to seeing Temataro after hearing about the village superstitions. She said that she told anyone that she had seen Temataro, he'd claim her soul. Wait, you think Fields believes that too? Ah! So it's the big time city slicker lawyer has said about them? The whole village superstitions? Will the defense please explain what the witness is talking about? The evil of Ninetales Vale believes some pretty strange things. And the superstition may be the reason our witness here can't admit to the truth. The truth that he really did see Temataro. That's right, that's why. It's all right here. Do not gaze upon Temataro, do not tell so if you see him. Ignoring the superstition will cost you your soul. There is, however, one way to save it. Immediate departure from the village. Freeing him will bring ruin upon the village. Ignoring the superstition will cost you your soul. See, that's why us folks in Nightesville can't talk about Temataro. Ah, interesting. A clears up one mystery. The killer took advantage of the superstitions by wearing a Temataro costume. He knew that that way no one could talk about him, so it was as if he never existed. The defense holds that this Temataro impersonator is the true killer. What?
Objection!
Huh. Superstitions, you say? What kind of fool would actually believe such rubbish? And would that using some silly fairy tale to expose the culprit? You need to come up with a more rational, common sense explanation than that.
Objection!
Your common sense seems awfully narrow-minded to me, Prosecutor Blackwell.
Objection!
Try living in my world of narrow cells, mortal danger and dark sleepless nights. There is no lack of superstitions in the clink, but few are those who truly believe in them.
Objection!
Well, the village superstitions are real enough to the people of Ninetales Vale. Life of death or their superstition might even make even you a believer. Ugh. Ugh. Man, we are slaying it now. Order, order, I say! You fool of a Tanuki! 2 times now your lies have cost me! Yeah, because he lied to him. I'm not seeing Temataro. Oh man, you are going to Brazil, Fields. Sorry, I promise not to do it again. Taka, my faint-feathered friend. How about him? The Imps is gonna eat me alive! Head for the heels! Ah, he took off. But Bailiff, what are you waiting for? After him. I'm with your fastest man. That's certainly not something you see every day. Yep. But the court is in fucking shambles. We will see a new and important fact has come to light. Another party disguised as the yokai Temataro was at the scene. And now we have 2 witnesses who can attest to that fact. Any objections, Prosecutor Blackwell? There's a lot of thoughts, Blackwell. Oh my god, he broke the fucking chains! Uh-oh, what? Holy shit! What is this man made of? What the fuck? His shackles! I'm too young to die! He's actually a fucking Yakuza character. What the fuck? This man is awesome. Justice, Dono. Long has it been since I've been forced to draw my blade. You had best say your prayers. Just don't hide, you fucking asshole. You're the least in danger here. Detective, do something!
Ha ha ha, fuck, have no fear, Fulbright is here. When the going gets tough, the champion of justice gets going.
Objection!
Then get going already before he kills us.
Oh, but they still know of Simon Blackwell.
What is his sense of justice that set him free?
Objection, objection, I object to Detective Fulbright's definition of justice.
Detective, for the love of God.
Silence!
He actually has his own line. He actually just screams silence with a fucking chat.
I'm not the habit of cutting down unarmed cowards. Oh, well, in that case, Prosecutor Blackwell, can I ask you to, you know...
I think they just forgot he's in charge here. Why did they let him come here with a sword? This is my question.
So Justice Dono assertion is this: Temataro is the real killer, not Mayor Tenma.
According to him, there was yokai at the scene of the crime. Right, and then yokai, or rather whoever was impersonating him, killed Alderman QB.
Silence!
Silence. Ah! Care to explain why Jinxie, being the first to discover the murder, did not see your last killer yokai there in the Fox Chamber? What? He's right, she said nothing about the Mataro being in the Fox Chamber. Huh, let me enlighten you. A little scamp heard a dying scream right before she opened the chamber door. And your point is? Upon opening the door, she found a freshly skewed murder victim, the elder man, and the homicidal maniac who had killed him, the mayor. Now there must have been someone dressed up like them. Ah! Then why does the little scamp claim not to have seen a yokai in the Fox Chamber?
Considering her father is accused of murder, surely she would have mentioned any third party that might have been in the room.
I don't understand, why didn't she see Temataro inside the Fox Chamber? There's but one way to find out. Ask Jinxie Tenma whether she saw your killer yokai at the scene of the crime. Uh-oh. The final battle draws nigh. Only one of us will live here alive. Hehehe. Long has my blade thirsted for blood. At long last it shall be sated. But this is still a trial, right? Show me what you're truly capable of. Justice Dono. Oh boy.
Very well then, both parties know they'll need some time to regroup. So the court will take 10 minutes of recess in order to...
Ah! 3 minutes.
I'm sorry, but... A 3-minute recess?
Just so, plenty of time if your destination of intent is the loo.
The loo, you mean the bathroom?
Jeez, at least include enough time to wash our hands. Since that you take no more than 3 minutes, all latecomers will be punished.
Yes, sir. I hereby declare a 3-minute recess before the battle begins.
I declare Prosecutor Blackwell the winner of this round of Simon Says. Symbol well for us in the prosecutor is running the show. That's it. My god. I have no idea what's happening, but hey, there's kind of delay between visual and... There is? Really? Let me... Ah, my throat. Let me check for a moment. Let's see if I can... Okay, I'm gonna... Several seconds. Okay, I'm gonna restart the stream real quick.